It's part two, baby. It's part two. It's part two. Yeah! This is part two. Yeah! This is part two of the... What did we cook? We did a yellow chicken curry in the Tupperware pressure cooker. I'm going to do... This is part two. So let's move... I'll just move this out of the way. Because what we're going to do is... actually... Hopefully... Brilliant! This is what I wanted to show you. See how the pressure indicator's gone into the down position? That means it's finished pressurising. I'm just going to grab a Tupperware placemat. I've got one of the round Tupperware placemats. It's 40 degrees heat resistant, so it's perfect to use as a trivet on the bottom of your pressure cooker or your saucepan or anything if you want to serve that onto the kitchen table. Let's move these vent smarts out of the way. We've got that there. And I'm going to pop it into my Tupperware crystal wave. But before we do that, let me just... Hang on. Let's move this out of the way. I've got a bit of a shadow. I'm being followed by a vent smart shadow. Let's unrelease that. Unrelease? Let's release that. We'll pop that over there. Oh, look at the steam coming off of that. How delicious is that? Now, this is what it looks like before I've stirred it. Remember, we had frozen chicken in here. So all I'm going to do is grab my Tupperware spatula. And I'm going to, oh my goodness, yum-oh. This looks, look, even the microwave's approving. So we will, oh my goodness, this looks divine. Let's not use the spatula though. Let's use, and a ladle too. Let's use the ladle. You should smell this. This smells gorgeous. I'm just breaking up some of that chicken. Because remember, this hasn't been stirred while the cooking process has happened. But the pressure cooker, oh, you should smell. This is gorgeous. Oh, now I've got yellow curry all over the kitchen bench. And all over me too. Okay, there we go. Not to worry. Look at that. That's our yellow chicken curry. Not to worry, in a hurry. 30 minutes in the Tupperware pressure cooker. What we're going to do is grab my... Actually, let's move this out the way. And we will, let's grab mine. I'm going to grab a lime, grab a knife, grab a lime, and we've got our Tupperware. Remember in part one we zested up the zest of a lime? That's it there. I've just zested up the zest of a lime. We've cooked it with that. What I'm going to do now is just add in half a lime. The juice of half a lime. I'm not going to do the whole lime because I don't want it to be that juicy, right? But what I am going to do is pop this half lime. Instead of getting sandwich wrap and popping that around there and sticking it in the fridge door and throwing it away next week, I'm going to pop it into a Clearmate container, pop it onto the seal, and I can come back in 2 weeks' time and that'll still be half a lime. Ready to go for the next time we want a half a lime, right? So I'll pop that into there. Then what we're going to do is, that goes over there, in my little bubby smooth choperator, smooth choperator. In the little smooth choperator, we are going to grab, what have we got? Let's grab some celery leaves. Just the tops of some celery leaves, because I want some green to go through this, and I do want... This celery's been in here for ages, and it's still crunchy as, right? So just going to grab some celery tops. Delicious. Some green ones, some of the light green ones, some of the dark green ones. We're going to pop that straight into here. A little bit of celery leaves. Okay. Let's throw in a little bit more. Yum-oh! And that's going to add some freshness, some depth of flavour to it. It's also going to add some colour. Some greenery, because I realised that's just yellow, and remember we had that little bit of beetroot in there as well. If you didn't see part two, just go back and have a look at part one. Then we've got, oh look, this is perfect. This is what I wanted. I'm just using spinach and rocket. And I'm going to throw in just a couple of handfuls of that. And what we'll do is we'll just pop the top on. And we'll just let that wilt away. While that's in here, let's throw in. We've got our... There's our blitzed celery leaves, right? We will also throw in here, I've got some parsley in the bottom here somewhere, I think. Yep, we've got some parsley leaves into here. Let's throw in some parsley leaves as well. It's just for a bit of greenery, and I've got it here, so I may as well use it, right? Stalks and all. Bit of spinach that can go into there. That's never hurt anybody. Right, so we'll pop into there. Then we've got, oh, that's spring onions. We'll get them there happening. And we've got in here, I do use my Tupperware, as you can see. I've got some fresh basil. Oh my goodness. Let's throw in. Now, I know it's not traditional for a curry. However, it's just going to add that a slightly different flavour. It's going to add that greenery. I've got it. I may as well use it. It's fresh and gorgeous. So let's throw in some of that fresh basil. Oh, yum. Oh, that's just divine. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's part 2, baby. This is part 2. Yes, it's part 2. Woohoo! It's part 2. There's our blitzed up celery, parsley, basil, and it's just going to, hopefully, that spinach is almost wilted. Not quite, but that's okay. Once we stir that around, it's going to be fine. Let's throw in that into there. And we will grab our Tupperware spatula. Let's just run that around there. It's going to help get the rest of that out. Yum-o. And there's that spinach, there's those herbs. We'll wilt that spinach through. You can cook some rice in the Tupperware rice cooker. Have some mashed potato with it. I'm not going to be at all concerned about that. I am, however, going to grab some spring onions. Where are the scissors? Where did those Tupperware scissors go, please? Here we go. Tupperware scissors. I've just realised I've got a couple of pairs of scissors because you can never have too many in the kitchen, right? I'm just going to trim those roots off. We'll plant them so we don't have to keep buying them. And we'll just snip off some spring onions straight into here. As little or as much as you like. I don't mind a crunchy spring onion. Yum. We might throw in another one. That one, we might not need that bit. There we go. Let's just throw in some bits into here. Can you see? Yum. That's going to add some crispness, some green, some crunch, and some texture to that. And some colour too, actually. Yum. Look at that. Can you see that? How gorgeous does that look? There's my chicken curry from scratch, not a jar in sight. I've made my own yellow curry paste out of lemongrass, ginger, turmeric, red onion, garlic, chilli. And then I've thrown in whatever veggies I had. I think I had a parsnip, half a swede, half a turnip. I had a little bit of beetroot. I threw that in. Some lotus root, whipped that up into there. And a lot of fresh green herbs. I can't remember what else I put in there. Go and have a look at part 1. It's all there. What we've got in my Crystal Wave container that goes recommended for the fridge to the microwave oven. You grab the tab, you peel the seal. Even with a fresh yellow turmeric curry, that will not stain at all. For lunch, I had a yellow chickpea curry in here, and I just popped it straight out of there into the microwave, up to 500 watts to reheat. You grab the tab, you peel the seal, you can eat straight out of there. I washed it up, and it doesn't look like I've had a yellow turmeric curry in there whatsoever. I'm going to have this for dinner right now while it's hot. If I've got anything left over, and I will, there's my curry paste. Let's just give this a bit of a wipe. Wipe down. Let's wipe that down over here. We're going to grab our pink silicone bag. And what we are going to do is just pop that straight into here and pop that into the freezer rather, for next week. That's going to be lunch for next week. There we go. Lunch for next week. There's my yellow chicken curry. I'm going to let the air come down. I'm going to seal that, pop it into the freezer. And then that way, when it comes time for reheating, all I have to do is pull that straight. That won't leak now because of those patented teeth in there. Then when it pull it out of the freezer, all you have to do is just vent that open just a little bit, pop that into the microwave, and I pop it up onto 500 watts because you don't want to cook the food twice. You just want it gentle. So up to 500 or 600 watts maximum for reheating your food because it's already cooked. And then I can either eat straight out of that or I can transfer it into another container. Great if you're going traveling or if you're on the road or if you are going to work or whatever. It's brilliant for that. We'll just pop in the rest of this. I've just spotted these green herbs into here. Let's just throw in a few more into there. And there we go. Absolutely delicious. We might even throw another one into here too, right? Why not? We've got it. We may as well do that. That might be lunch for another day or dinner for another day. Then that way, when you don't feel like cooking, you come home and it's like fast food from the freezer, right? And you go, what's for dinner? I don't feel like cooking. Instead of wasting money on takeaway or fast food, which really isn't food, you've already got your meal right here and you've got your chicken curry. How gorgeous is that? Delicious. Remember, when you join Tupperware, you do get 15 to 25% off the entire collection and you get free Tupperware as well. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please let me know. And in the meantime, you know what you need to do. Forget your troubles and get happy. Dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I'll see you all another day. Thank you all for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.